Hello and welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing a Christmas wish list review. I'm going to be showing you what I have on my wish list, and then I'm also going to give you an additional few things that I would put on my wish list if I didn't already have them. I've gotten some really good gifts in the past and also just gotten myself stuff that I think has been really helpful. So let's get into it. This year I actually made my wish list on my iPad. I'm going to be referring to this here. I don't know, I wanted to make it more fun than just like a list. Usually I like to put a lot more on my list, but this year I'm feeling pretty good about what I have. So let's get into it. The first thing I have on my list is the brick. I don't know if you guys have been seeing this on your social media, but I feel like I get an ad for the brick like every few days. So if you don't know what the brick is, it's this little block that you have to physically tap your phone to in order to lock and unlock apps. You can decide what apps on your phone you want to have blocked by the brick. So like the purpose is to stop using your phone all the time. And for me, I'm so addicted to my phone. It's not funny. I think this is great. If you're really struggling with a phone addiction and you just keep on pressing the time limit button, like to excuse that. I have this app called Opal. It's a really great app because when it blocks your apps, it doesn't let you just like dismiss it. When you say okay or whatever, it'll just go out of the app and you just can't access the app until you go into the Opal app itself, and then you wait like 5 seconds and then you can just restart your timer for whatever. So it was good for a little bit, and then I just started getting really used to dismissing that, and now it's just like not good anymore. It's a good app if you have discipline, but I do not. Another one, I actually think this is like a genius thought. I've been really struggling to sleep lately. I honestly think it's part of the issue with my phone, being on my phone all the time, but like I get to my bed ready to go to sleep. I can be as tired as I want, but then it still takes me like an hour to fall asleep. I think it's just the silence, like not having any stimulus at all is just like not ideal for me to fall asleep, because then I'm like, my thoughts are racing, and then I'm just sitting here like waiting to fall asleep. I have to like listen to something. Like I love ASMR, or even just like a show in the background, but I don't have a TV in my room. My thought was, I wonder if there's some earbuds that I can wear, like that are meant to be used when you're asleep. And also I'm a side sleeper, so I have headphones, but that doesn't work, and also I just move around a bunch. So I found these sleep earbuds, and you can wear them when you're falling asleep on your side, and I think this would be a great thing to have for me, so then I can just have something playing in my ears, and I'm hoping it will help me fall asleep better. Okay, and then on the topic of sleep, I also have the sunrise alarm on my list. I'm sure you've heard of it. This is nothing new, to be honest. It's just something that like I've been trying to think about how I can really optimize my sleep and waking schedule. And if I have earbuds in, I do not trust that I'm gonna wake up. So sunrise alarm. And if you don't know how like the sunrise alarm works, you set up a time for when you want to be awake. It starts slowly lighting up and then getting to the full brightness at the time you want to be awake. It kind of eases you into waking up, and I feel like that might work for me. That's the one thing, is I'm not entirely sure it would work for me, but if not, it's fine because it also has some additional, like you could play sounds on that too. So if I didn't get my earbuds, I could play sounds on the sunrise alarm and it would be playing like nature sounds or, you know, whatever they play. Now for the less functional but more fun for me is I'm asking for an espresso machine. And these are expensive. I'd be very grateful to receive this. I do not expect this. I do have an espresso machine here, but I want to sell it because it's pretty good. Like you can do espresso shots, but you can also do brewed coffee. And I think it's pretty like efficient. The one thing is I really want to make more specialty lattes and stuff at home. I think I would have better tasting coffee, and I'd probably be more motivated to like actually make stuff here. Not that I necessarily need to fuel my coffee addiction. This would be more of a dream of mine to start making fun drinks at home. Another thing I have on my list, I have a comforter set. specifically a brown one. This is not like very interesting, to be honest. I'm just like working on getting my apartment to be as cohesive as possible. And my comforter, if you saw in my last video, it's orange, so it doesn't really match with everything like throughout the entire year. It's great for the fall, and then after that it's kind of just like doesn't really go with all the colors in my apartment. So I want to get a brown comforter because I think it's very neutral and I don't have to worry about it getting dirty like a white one would. Another thing I have on my wish list, or things, they're cases for all my devices. I have actually, I'll show you. So this is my MacBook and it has no case. Literally ever since I got it, which was 4 years ago, I think, I've not had a single case on it. I do carry it around with this case, but the zipper's broken. So I don't know. I mean, I've just been using this for the longest time, so this is how I like transport it. But when I'm actually using my computer, it's just this, and I'm very clumsy. So I'm very amazed that this is still intact. But with that being said, I think it's time for me to get a new case. I put down a red case for my MacBook, and that's because I'm very much into red accents right now. And then I also put down another like case, like, okay, wait, so there's like they're both cases in my head, but one's probably like a cover. Okay, so the red cover, right? And then the case itself. I also have that on my list because we gotta protect our devices. And then the less important case I have on here is for my Kindle. This is my Kindle. I put a bunch of stickers back here, so I want to get a clear case. I also kind of want like one that has like a cover, so that's what I have on my list, but I don't really need a case. It's not like going anywhere crazy. I just think it would be nicer because the one that I put down, it's like you can put your hand through like a little sleeve thing. What's that called? I don't know, but you can just do that, and then I can much easier hold my Kindle because right now it's, you just gotta hold it, but wouldn't it be nice to like be able to lay down and watch it like that? And then the last thing I have for my Christmas list is a charm necklace, and this one I had to actually like go on Etsy and figure out the exact like charms I wanted, and I just think that they're so cool. You could have like a customized jewelry. This is also not a priority. It would just be cute if I got it. I don't know, I think it's cute. Actually, that's all I have to say about that. Okay, so the last thing I have on my list are just a bunch of gift cards because at the end of the day, I'd be happy with some gift cards. It's free money. Here are the gift cards I put down because this is personally what I enjoy, okay? Put a Barnes & Noble gift card down. Any excuse I get to be able to buy a book, I'm gonna buy it. And I don't really have any ideas for what kind of books I want this year, so, you know, if I just get the gift card, I'll figure it out later. I also put down a Sephora gift card. I don't really do my makeup crazy or anything like that. Honestly, I've been doing like drugstore products for the longest time, but I've been appreciating like the nicer things recently. Like I got the House Labs concealer from Sephora not too long ago, and it's like my new favorite makeup product. So that, and then also I did in fact give in to the Anastasia brow pencil, and it is great. For food gift cards, I put down Dunkin' because I'm a fiend for Dunkin'. And it's already cheap, so I feel like even if I got like $10 to $20 of a gift card, that's gonna buy me like at least a couple runs. Cheesecake Factory I put down because I only ever go there on special occasions because it's expensive, but it's so good. If I were to get a gift card, then I can go just one more time in the year, and that's perfect. And then I also put down Sushi Lover. I don't think it's a chain everywhere. It might just be in Wisconsin. Sushi Lover is a sushi restaurant that is all you can eat, but it's not just sushi. It's also teriyaki dishes. You can do soups and appetizers. You can do hibachi and the desserts. So it's my favorite restaurant, or at least one of my favorite restaurants. And I have like a whole breakdown of like what I get there. Like I get basically the same thing every single time, and it's like very strategic. Okay, fine, I'll tell you. So it's spicy salad, right? That's gonna be some, crab, cucumber, and spicy mayo, and then some really good crunchy sauce. I don't know what it is. And then I go for a roll, some sort of fried roll. These are like right away. They like extra right? And I got another roll. This roll is palate cleanser. It's also really crunchy. And I got one more spicy roll, for two. And then another roll, I got like vegetable room. And then these are rising. And then so that's right. Oh, and then I got really hurry up. I get I need to order spicy salad. So that's my breakdown. Now you know. And then I also put down an Amazon gift card because everything that I ever get comes through Amazon just because I don't have to pay for shipping and it's very fast. So that's what I have on my Christmas wish list. It's not a ton because this year I'm alright. And also I'm probably gonna be moving across the states soon-ish, so I want to prepare for that and not accumulate too much. So that's what we have for that. And now for the things I would ask for if I didn't already have them. We're gonna start with, I already brought it out before, my Kindle. I think this is just like one of the most amazing things. As you can see, it's very small, so it's very portable. Like I brought it on planes, like for vacations. I always carry it in like a bag that I'm carrying around. It can go into a small purse. It even goes into my fanny pack that I wear. Like it actually is so easy to transport. Specifically, I think you should get the Kindle Paperwhite. The Kindle that I have right now is I think it's a little outdated in terms of the newer generations that are out, but I love mine. I think it's great because the Paperwhite specifically, you can bring it out into like direct sunlight. There's not going to be a glare. It's just going to look flat, matte. It's perfect. This one is a slightly pricier suggestion, but I have it like literally right next to me right now. It's a water dispenser. The one that I'm specifically talking about is a bottom loaded one, but I have this in my own apartment and I'm someone who is very, very picky with my water, and this is one thing that I am high maintenance about and I will accept that, but it's not as expensive as you'd think. If you are not someone who can drink tap water, if you are just not really into the Brita or you hate refilling it or whatever it is, very much recommend this. I can get very cold water from it or like more cool room temperature, and then there's also hot water for like tea and stuff. So that's already all set. All I have to do is just press a button and then it will fill up my water bottles and mugs and whatever. I think this is like one of the best things I have in my apartment, and it's something that I feel like it makes my life better. If you have the room for it and you have a little extra you can be asking for, this is a really good idea. Another thing I have on my list is a heating pad. Let me get it for you really quick actually. Oh. So if you are someone who struggles with cramps or you have bloating or honestly like whatever issues are happening down here for you, I think it would be great for you to ask for a heating pad. This is what mine looks like. Mine's kind of ugly because it's just gray. They sell them in different colors and stuff. This is how mine looks. And just plug it in. This has levels 1 through 6, and you can put a timer from 30 minutes to 120 minutes. This is something where I have really been enjoying using this just anytime. Like if I eat too much, I'm using my heating pad. You know, if I'm on my period, using my heating pad. If I honestly just want to be cozier and feel a little warmer, heating pad. But on this note, on a heated note, another great thing I have, which this was gifted to me, I have a heated mattress pad. If you live in a place that's really cold, maybe your apartment or your house is really cold, maybe just outside where you live is cold, whatever it might be, if you get a heated mattress pad, you can have this timed for your entire sleep. You can warm up your bed before you go to sleep, and this is kind of a game changer. I'm gonna be honest. Highly recommend. Okay, and the very last thing that I'm going to recommend, which actually I'm realizing now that I don't even have this anymore. I know everyone has like a digital camera, this is like very trendy, but the one digital camera that I think you should get is a Canon PowerShot ELPH 190. This is the one that I had. I had it in red. Talking in past tense is so, it hurts. But this is what it looked like, but let me show you the pictures it took. So good, right? So I got this camera years back from a garage sale, and it was like, I think I got it for like 10 bucks. And I just saw it, I was like, okay, cute, maybe it'll be fun, vintage, whatever. And I thought it was gonna be kind of bad quality, right? And the one thing I didn't get with it was a battery, so I had to buy it on my own. And it was only until years later, last year, that I decided to actually buy the battery. I was so lazy, I do not know why I put it off for so long, but finally got it, used the camera, found out that it has such beautiful quality and like the most, I don't know, it just has like such a beautiful essence. But if you don't know the backstory behind me losing my camera, I was at the Clark Reflecting Pools in Williamstown, Massachusetts, and I had my camera in my fanny pack, and I unzipped my fanny pack. My camera fell out into the pool and died. I guess I actually should ask for this. I didn't even have it on my list. It wasn't even on my radar until I'm making this video right now, but this is actually the digital camera that I would recommend. I think also just because it's a little cheaper than other digital cameras since it is older, but it's just so quality. Honestly, my favorite part was the fact that it took fisheye photos. Here are examples of the fisheye as well. It's great. That's what I would recommend. Ask for it if you want a digital camera. That is all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope, you know, there's something in here you're inspired to ask for, and if you're not, that's also fine. This is just my personal preference. I'm very excited for this Christmas season. Christmas is my favorite holiday. It's also my birthday, if you didn't know. Very grateful that I get to even have a Christmas wish list and have people who are willing to buy me things for this holiday season. Grateful for my family, for my friends, and for you. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
1, 2, 3, 4.